Welcome back to Chasing the Monster podcast. I'm your host, Luis Gomez,
I'm your host, Griffin Aldridge.
and today we got a special guest. We got my boy Connor over here.
What's good,
Sure.
guys?
Yeah, a lot of news. Episode 4. Uh, Red Sox just got Alex Bregman, but I think this podcast is bigger than that because we're talking about spring training. A lot of new faces there. How are we feeling? How are we feeling?
Oh, I can I just start off by saying I think this is one of the best free agencies I've seen since we traded Mookie Betts, like without a doubt. I'm hyped for this season, just straight up. Like I didn't watch last season, wasn't much hype. People got injured, just wasn't around. And now I feel like there's more hype now that we got Alex Bregman, Walker Bueller, Aroldis Chapman. All right, but he's a good bullpen person. I just think we made overall adjustments this year.
Yeah, I think you said perfectly.
Yeah, he's he's true. Very true. We haven't had fun like this in such a long time. I forgot, to be honest, like the last off season, I felt happy about. Maybe Trevor Story, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
Yeah, but I was still disappointed that off season because me personally, I wanted Freddie Freeman, but I was so hyped when we got Story. I was ecstatic. So I think it's just a fact of seeing, hopefully, knock on wood, a healthy season of Story. Um, because we were expecting to see it last year, but I think this year just seeing a healthy Story, hopefully, and seeing Alex Bregman on the same field, it's so funny because I always hated that guy because he played for the Astros. Now I'm welcoming him with open arms. Like I'm so excited to have him here. And you're seeing Garrett Crochet, who's just a fantastic arm from the White Sox, coming over here. And we know who Walker Buehler is. He was a stud in LA before his injury. And then you have Aroldis Chapman, who we also used to boo and hiss at, against when he played for the Yankees. But we're bringing him in open arms too because he throws hard and he throws gas, and I'm excited
Oh,
for it.
for miles per hour at least on some of
Oh
those.
yeah,
Jeez.
incredible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie with you. I never thought we did some moves that I never thought we were ever gonna do. I would have never predicted it. But it was just who would have guessed Chapman is gonna
Yeah.
be like in our bullpen.
Yeah.
And Walker Bueller also I would never thought about it. And I loved like how he ended the season with the Dodgers, like eliminating the Yankees and stuff. You got me? I like that. But who would have thought? And then like they come and bring Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman. It's like I hated that. I mean, I don't hate him no more, but you know what I mean. I hate him. Like from years past in 21 in 2017, bro, he always been annoying. He always have to like
Because
hit
he's a Red
in the
Sox
clutch
killer.
moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always hitting in the clutch moment. That was like I always hated that dude.
You know what I
hmm
think is like just a little on the fence for me is how are we gonna progress Vaughn Grissom? Like,
I
uh,
I think yeah.
like what are we gonna do with him? Like, are we giving up on him already? Like, you know, that sort of thing. What are we gonna do with him? Because we got Bregman.
That's the
Looks like he's gonna play what second base probably, maybe. And move
mhm.
Story to shortstop.
I almost I don't know if he's ever played outfield in his career, but kind of moving him out there to give him some work, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a interesting subject to have because Vaughn Grissom was supposed to be the stud that you got in the Chris Sale trade,
Mhm.
and now he's kind of like you were still kind of leaning on him because like a few days ago we thought Bregman was gone. We were like, oh, we're not gonna have Bregman. We're looking forward to having Vaughn Grissom at second. But
Yeah.
now, how does that make him feel? He's like, all right, they gave up, like you said, Connor. They gave up on me already, or kind of are we moving in the direction kind of with Vaughn Grissom where he get another role on our team, Or are we moving in the direction that we're kind of like, all right, it's time to move on from Vaughn Grissom? This is definitely a head scratcher for sure.
Or are we gonna just like progress him in the minors, like like the minor leagues? So
Hmm.
I mean,
Lewis, what's your
Um,
opinion on that?
he's 24 years old. He's really young. You get me? But injuries have been a part of his career, especially in the majors. So we haven't gotten to see 100% Paul Grissom, but it also like how can I say it? He has potential. He does, but with this Bregman situation, I feel like he's gonna be a bench player. Like it's a long season. You
who knows?
if somebody is hurt, like Grissom, go play second, go play short, maybe third. You get me? Maybe he got himself ready to play shortstop. We don't know, but
Do we
it's
stop Romeo?
nice.
Huh?
We
Yeah,
stop
we
Romeo.
do.
So you have I just thought about that. We have all these bench players too. Like you have Robert F. Snyder, who's not going to see the field a lot. You have Vaughn Grissom, probably not going to see the field a lot. Um, Nick Sogard, you guys remember him? Probably not going to see the field a lot.
Yeah.
And no, we traded Emmanuel Valdez. Who's the other person I'm trying to think of? David Hamilton.
Oh yeah,
So, like, are all these guys just gonna go rot in AAA, or what are we gonna do now? Because like we're set now. So it's like last year we are at the point where we're like, all right, well we're still gonna see these guys next year. We're gonna build up a World Series team with these younger guys. But now Lewis and I talked about it, and I will say something, and he's gonna beat me in the head from this but now you have a World Series ready team. You do. You went from last year having a developing team to this year already being a contender and a name in the World Series.
yeah. Just I'm gonna say this now. We're gonna at least make a postseason run. We're
Oh
not
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
far. Maybe, maybe not. We don't. That's too far to tell. But I do think we will make it to the postseason. At least get in the
Definitely
like
are.
what is it like crap,
Wild card.
wild
Wild
card.
card. Yeah, it's a big drastic change, and it's something like we've already said, we haven't seen this in years. We haven't seen this kind of action since Trevor Story slash the 2018 team when
Yeah,
we're aggressive on moves and stuff like that. But wow, it's a big move. It's a big change. It's a big change.
yeah. It really is. I just I can't wait to see what this team does this year. Like
Yeah.
exciting. Can't wait for spring training. See what people will do. What moves will like put people. The only problem I have is you're probably gonna hate me for saying this. Masataka Yoshi. Is he gonna be consistent for us? Like he hasn't really lived up to the hype that we've had for him. And I just feel like what are we gonna do with him? You know?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I feel like we should keep him. At least add some value with him because I'm not. We were a team that struck out a lot last year. We were second most strikeout team. We were the second most team that struck out in the whole league, in the whole major league. Even though we were really good at offense as well, but Yoshida, helps. Yoshida puts the ball in play. He only struck out 50 times last year.
Wow.
And
That's a lot of times. I'm just saying. I'm playing. I'm playing. In 162 games, that's not a lot of times.
no,
I just
yeah.
consistent more like, you know? I just
And
Yeah.
I feel like if he's healthy, he's gonna be fine.
yes.
Because he's so clutch. I've seen like clutch hits from him. He
I'll
could
tell
hit
you
in the
guys.
clutch moment.
I'll tell you guys a story. The first year we got Yoshida, um, it was my birthday. I went to Fenway for a game, right? And
I
this was the
remember
Avenue
this.
Ball walk-off home run. But like he came up to bat and everyone was chanting Yoshi, 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 right? The whole stadium chanting Yoshi. Hit a fly ball, outfielder dropped it. Adam Duvall comes up, hits a walk-off two-run home run to win it against Felix Bautista, I think it was. I think it
Yeah,
was.
it
Yeah,
was. It was. Yeah, it was.
insane.
Evolve.
But,
Oh my
but
god.
I'm saying with the Yoshida, like even if he's not smashing home runs, he's still putting the ball in
Yeah.
play. And I'm a person who's had a lot of hate against Yoshida, and when we got him, and I talked a lot of crap. And my friend Jack, actually, it was funny. Uh, he hit a grand slam. I forget what it was, and something he was like, "You better keep talking shit about Yoshida because he's on a tear right now."
I think it's against Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Something about
yeah, yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Slam. I remember.
He's like, "You
Yep.
better keep doing that. You better, because he's on a tear." Um, I wanted to talk about this. So, what's our like expectations from spring training? What do we want to see from players? Do we want to see anything from Teal? Not Teal.
Dude,
Campbell. And sorry, I've been talking about Teal a lot with some people. So
look,
like, I,
okay, like I was a little bummed about that trade, but in the long run, I think it's for the better.
yeah. Oh, no, it's definitely for the better. But like, what can we expect to see from Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer and Christian Campbell? What are we expecting to see from them this spring training? What do you guys think?
Just
Uh,
see how they work in the system, honestly. Like, just see what they can do. If there will be like good for us to play when people get injured, or if it's going to be, we just need to keep up the next man mentality, basically. So if someone goes down, let say Story goes down again, we need to find someone who will be aggressive, but will be patient in the box, knows when to swing, all that stuff. Like, because the only problem I have with Story is he's just been injured the last few seasons. Great player. I feel like he's a great leader in the locker room. Just injuries are killing him right now.
I mean, you are kind of right. I feel like the injuries is something that you can't avoid in this game.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get lucky and you're good, but nowadays we're playing and they're playing it's a different type of baseball that everyone is kind of getting hurt,
yeah,
and you never know what could happen because it's baseball. No one could predict anything, so it's like just how you said it, Connor. It's like if somebody gets hurt, we gotta call Campbell, if not Roman.
yeah.
Yeah, because you have a lot of options this year too. Like it's not like any other teams. Like for example, I'll use the Yankees in perspective. I think you could even use the Red Sox in this argument. But like if wait, is I don't know if what's his name? Rizzo is still on the Yankees, is he?
I think he left.
Okay,
No,
so
he's a free agent.
Yeah,
all right, so he's off the Yankees. So what if Goldschmidt goes down? Like who do you have to back up first? You don't. The thing
Ben
that
Rice.
Yeah, like now the thing with the Red Sox is like you guys say, if the unfortunate cause happens and Story goes down, you have Meyer you could call up. You have um Campbell that you call up. I know he's played some shortstop. If you have an injury in the outfield, you have Roman Anthony that could come up. But now where are we going to work these prospects in to kind of get them that opportunity for Rookie of the Year? Because let's go over the lineup really quick. So we're gonna have Abreu in the outfield. We're gonna have Duran in the
oh yeah,
outfield. And who else are we gonna have in the outfield? Oh,
Rafaela.
Rafaela. And then you're gonna have Yoshida as the
yeah,
DH.
yeah.
At first, you have Casas. At second, you're gonna have Bregman. That sounds surreal. At shortstop, you'll have Story, and you'll have Devers at third, and then catching, you'll rotate with Connor Wong and Blake Sable. Now, where do we kind of fit in a Roman Anthony? Because you think about it, he's not replacing Sedane. He's not. Sedane's on fire. I think potentially
I would,
maybe Abreu because
yeah, I would
he's
say Ryan.
replacing Duran either. So where do you work him in? That's the issue I'm seeing.
Yeah, probably will here. Like, I'm just gonna say that it's
That's
like Dodgers.
something that, yeah, that's something that seems impossible right now. I
Yeah.
feel like he's only 20 years old. We don't need to rush him. You get me?
Hmm.
He could go down there like in AAA and have like a tremendous season down there, get himself ready and stuff like that. And like if we need him, we will call him up because that's how it's supposed to be right now. And
Yeah.
like, what's the point of having him in the big leagues if you're not gonna play him every day?
Yeah,
I'd rather have him in AAA than him. He's taking reps every day. You get me? Like hitting
Okay.
and practicing.
I
Uh,
mean, what if we do this? Like, we have him down in AAA, but we can call him up every once in a while and just like have him like see what he does in the big leagues. Like that type of thing.
yeah, I think
Just to give
I,
him a play.
yeah, I think that's a tough conversation because I think spring training will be the deciding factor behind that. But then I also want to say this too. I don't know how you guys feel, but it's something when the Red Sox post that they're in Fort Myers and they start coming out with those videos and edits of them playing pass and stuff. It's just like a special breath in the air that it kind of brings me back to when I was younger, just watching those spring training games on the TV. I would go out on weekends and after watching a spring training game, I'd go grab a tennis ball and throw it off my barn and pretend I'm one of the big leaguers. Like, it's just a special smell in the air that I get every time spring training comes around. And tell you, last year I was disappointed around spring training because they didn't do nothing and I wasn't excited. But I tell you, making the moves that they did this off season and
That was even
seeing,
better.
yeah, them in Fort Myers brings back that special whiff of energy. I don't know if you guys feel it, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how I'm feeling this year.
I mean, it's like it's exciting to me because I mean, this is a story I had for when I went to the Sea Dogs. This was like the I think this was the year before Mookie was called to the Red Sox. Bombs 3 home runs in one game. Like that's probably one of the most excited times I've been in like baseball. Just having Mookie hit 3 home runs in one game, I was like instantly, I'm like, I'm a fan of this guy. I can
Yeah.
tell him special, was special. Ended up trading him for a bag of chips, basically.
Yeah, but I think you got Connor wrong too. And that's why I'm saying that's why I think spring training is so special because you're getting to see these prospects in action. And it's more than just seeing your new faces on the team. It's just we've went how long since the world how long was the last time we saw Red Sox baseball? I was about to say Red Sox basketball because the Celtics, but when was the last time we saw it? We haven't seen this in a long time. So finally getting back to baseball and spring training is your first dose of bringing baseball back. It feels amazing. After that long season, the wait is finally over.
Yeah. And the big thing is like I know we're focused on Bregman right now because it's like he was the missing puzzle, but we also got Garrett Crochet.
And
Like we got our ace. We didn't get just like a normal regular pitcher. We got an ace.
Yes.
and we like and that kind of makes it more comfortable getting rid of Chris Sale. But I do have to say this, I'm waiting for that contract extension.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And like for the second base position, like I haven't been this excited since Dustin Pedroia. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Before, like, I just remember seeing Pedroia. He was like, he's such a great guy. I met him once, got an autograph and stuff. He was really nice. He was about to hang up and just went like, "Oh yeah, here you go, buddy." And I was like that made my day as a child. It made me even more of a bigger fan of him, and just like little things like that that spring training is like about seeing how people progress, like making memories for others. Like it's just a special moment, and yeah, yeah. Oh wait, hold up.
Pedroia. Pedroia, baby. Got his auto right there. Yeah. Oh, that's the auto too?
Yeah, that's my auto card. Had that for a
I
while.
I have a bunch. I have one of Mookie Betts.
Oh,
Devers. I have a bunch of them. Crawford.
I have like this Mookie Betts card that's like really cool, and it was like it's like future stars, and I was like, I got tickets for my birthday or Christmas, and I was gonna go down for the Red Sox. They traded Mookie. COVID happened. I was like, ah, and I was like, I don't that just ruined the Red Sox for me. But like, seeing this off season, it's made me like really enjoyed, and I'm just happy to watch them again. Like I'm counting down the days for spring training.
Yeah.
By the way, did y'all saw what Garrett and what Alex Cora said today
You
about
Bregman?
Brian Bayo?
Oh, I thought we were talking. No, I haven't.
Bayo apparently has been shut down.
Oh,
Shoulder, shoulder, and shoulder problems, and apparently he's gonna start throwing on Saturday. So
Oh,
it's
so
it's not it's so it's nothing major.
Okay, so it's all right. But even looking at the pitching roster now, because you have Giolito coming back too, we are so stacked pitching wise. And I don't remember the last time you could say 2018, but even look at our bullpen too. You have guys like Patrick Sandoval, who's going to come in halfway through the season, who's going to be probably like a reliever arm. I think Garrett Whitlock is going to go back to the bullpen. You have
Yes.
Liam Hendricks. You have Aroldis Chapman. Think about that. Listening to the depth that we have now.
How do you
Yeah,
feel about like letting Kenley Jansen go?
uh, he hated Boston low key. He loved it. It was a love-hate relationship for him. Like he loved it at first, but when they mentioned him in trade rumors, he got all upset. He
That's
did.
a fair response, though. Like,
Mhm.
trades
But
can break you. So
we've been talking about this at Celtics Nation Rise through that podcast. It's a business. That's what Lewis has been saying. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business, and you can't get butthurt over things that are out of your control.
yeah, yeah, we should.
No, I mean, at some point we gotta learn. Like we're Red Sox fans over here. You get me? Like for the last 3 years, hasn't been nice. You will learn at some point. You will definitely learn. But when we win, like how we won this offseason, how we've been winning this offseason, getting the good players and stuff like that, it's gonna feel good, bro. It's gonna feel like you're in top of the mountains. You're like on the moon. I'm not gonna lie with you, I'm struggling with college right now.
Oh yeah,
I have a big headache in college right now. But then after Alex Bradman, bro, I promise you, I have like that extra energy in me, bro.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Like
It,
I
it,
felt that too.
it's something like ups and downs, right? Like we think about the negative, like Bogart signing with the Padres. Obviously, you guys have mentioned it. Missing out on Mookie, trading him, um, getting not re-signing Kyle Schwarber, just big moves like that. Getting rid of big pieces of your team, not extending Tyler O'Neill, moving on from Adam Duvall, like these people who come to Boston you're excited about. Like this is kind of an off season that makes up for it. And I think Breslow, however you say his name, uh, he was like, all right, this year we're gonna make fans happy. We're gonna make fans happy, and that's what they did.
Honestly, I
They
don't know
did, yeah.
why they just decided to do that now. I'm thankful they did, but it's like you have people, like you said, you have people that come to Boston. Fans are loving them. Like Adam Duvall was solid for us. We let him go a year later. Tyler O'Neill had a pretty solid season last year. We let him go. He goes to the Orioles. And it's just like, wow, what are we doing? And then like all of a sudden we're making these big names. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, and I'm just like waiting for us to sign Bregman. And it finally happened. And I was like, yes, let's go.
So I just saw a take. Do you guys agree? If healthy, this is a 90 plus win Boston team. You guys agree?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
If
If
we stay healthy.
yes.
I'm not gonna lie with you. We're like one of the top two in the American League.
Yeah,
At least top three.
top three. I think you. It's definitely a remix for sure because the whole league has changed. I mean, with the Rays, you got who they just get from the Padres. I can't think of his name right now.
I better.
No, 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 no. No, the Rays. The Rays.
Oh, the Korean guy, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's his name? I can't think of it right now.
Hae Kim.
Hassan
Hae
Kim.
Kim. Yeah.
Awesome. Like with a healthy season with him, he could be good. Uh, the Blue Jays obviously just got Santander and they got some pitching, right? And you look at the Orioles. The Orioles obviously they lost pitching, but they're obviously a good team. They have young talent. And you look at the
Yeah.
Yankees, they're kind of a new team too. So it's the AL East has went in a bubble right now. It's like a dice. They just rolled the dice and just switched everything up. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
it's full with a lot of question marks.
Yeah, like I think it's gonna be this year is gonna be a big question mark. Big question mark.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a
I think
question.
it depends. Sorry, I think it depends in like how we play.
Hmm.
I think that's how because everybody has superstars in the AL East right now, but
If you
whoever
have your
plays
healthy,
better is gonna.
Healthy and plays better. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think the standings will be like? Like
No.
I'm not saying this. Like, would it be Yankees, Red Sox? Who would be on top, and like who would be last? Like, what do
I
you?
think I think we'll talk about that more so after spring training. Like we'll get into our predictions and stuff because I
Hmm.
think it's so hard to tell what's gonna go down until you see a little bit of action, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta see a little bit before you can make those guesses, you know? Just a little bit, not much, but you definitely have to see a little bit.
I well from this offseason, I know, like you said, it's hard to judge. I think it's going to be the Red Sox and Yankees battle for top spot. I will be honest. The only
Yeah.
Yankees, I feel like, are the only real threat to us. I'm gonna lie. Not gonna.
I have to disagree with that because every year, I'm sorry, I said this to Lewis before too. When we have a bad season, we still beat the Yankees.
Well, I'm not saying that we won't beat the Yankees. We usually do. I'm just saying, like, for that top spot, I don't think it's gonna be Orioles, Blue Jays, or Rays. Orioles, you can kind of debate because they're actually got solid, but Blue Jays and Rays haven't really been there. And
Yeah, it's a lot of question marks.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. Look, I think the Red Sox are gonna be like really good because like it's not only because of Bregman and the pitchers that we added. I feel like Sandan Rafaela was a rookie last year.
Mhm.
He built up like more experience. He got himself ready. He knew now he knows like what they were throwing to him that he was struggling a lot. He worked on that in the off season. He's gonna be better. You get me? He's gonna be better and stuff like that. It's the same thing with Abreu. Same thing with Casas. And like I feel like when you're young, you keep building up, and especially when you're a rookie and you're in the majors and you're like you're playing defense like Sender Rafaela, like Abreu, like Casas, and you're hitting really good like that. Like I feel like, hey, you're gonna do even better. You're gonna do even better next year because why not? You're gonna be
Yeah.
more confident. You're gonna be in better shape, and why not? Why can't we not be better? Why not?
yeah,
If we were pretty good last year.
yeah, I do think, like, because like what you said, I'm gonna build off that. Like, we had Jaron Duran. His first like season, he wasn't very good. He would give up on plays. Like, it just felt like that. And then like all of a sudden something switched, and he's been on a tear for me. Became one of my favorite players on the Red Sox organization right now. I love him now. Like, and I just think he progressed. Like, as you said, once they get more reps and stuff, they're gonna progress. They're gonna learn from mistakes. They're gonna just try to be the best.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's how things work. Not everyone is like Rafael Devers. At the age of 20, he's in the big leagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not everyone's like that. Or like Soto at 19 in the big leagues. It's normal. It's not always has to be like that.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to build them up, work on fundamentals, and then see what they can do.
Yeah. And I feel like we're adding Bregman into this team and a healthy Trevor Story because Trevor Story's a leader.
Oh
But the
yeah.
problem is that he can't stay. He hasn't been healthy. But if having him there at shortstop, actually healthy with Bregman right next to him, bro, that's like got two team leaders right there.
It kind of reminds me. I know we didn't see much of it, but it kind of reminds me of like Bogarts and Story. Like I know that didn't work out and last for long, but like the hype around that kind of with Story at second and Bogarts at short, but switching them up, I like that. You know something funny though. I didn't think about it till now. One of my friends told me he was like the only reason I don't like Story is because he's a replacement for Bogarts, and I'm like, no, 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 and it was true. It was true. It happened. It happened.
It's still not a reason to hate him. Like,
Oh, yeah, but
I
it's
don't
not
hate it.
because of that.
I love Story. I love Story. But I just had to mention that because I'm like, I thought about that. Because remember the hype about having Story and Bogarts in the
right?
same middle infield? That's insane. Now we get Bregman. And Bregman obviously is a third baseman, but he's willing to play second, and that's going to be fun too.
No, yeah, but
Story.
this is the thing about that. Bogart was supposed to sign with us, but then the Padres came and offered him a ridiculous contract.
Yeah, you
And
like
He plays second now or something too.
he plays shortstop. He was playing second at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is that look, they're trying to trade him because they know it's too much money. 11 years, 280. Come on.
wait, they're trying to trade Bogarts?
Yeah.
Really?
They're like, if you take his contract, we're gonna give you a top prospect.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're like they were spending money crazy. So they gave him the green light, and bro, the GM didn't know what to do with all that money.
Yeah, they bought into him, and unfortunately, it's backfiring for them just with how much they gave him.
Yeah, he
I
was supposed to sign with us. That's the big thing.
yeah,
But
I'm surprised that they gave him that much money. Honestly, I get he was really good for us. I didn't think he was worth that much.
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah,
It's
I'd rather have this contract with Breckman, 3 years only.
With an opt
He's
out at
gonna,
25 and 26.
yeah. You imagine Bogarts at 40 playing 39, 38 playing shortstop. That's fire.
yeah, it works. I'm just hyped about spring training to start. I tell you guys, I can't wait for this. I smell it already. I smell spring training up in the air, and I am so hyped. I'm so hyped. Oh,
Yeah,
there goes my
Gotta watch.
light.
and we also got. It's not even only Bo and Bregman. We also got pitching. It's
The,
like,
the,
yo, we're stacked. Garrett
that
Whitlock is good again. We're stacked. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I think the problem with Garrett Wilhock, why he didn't pay out as like a starting pitcher, is he's just used to being in the bullpen. Like he's not used to throwing like what, uh, like till 6 innings. Like he's just used to being in there for like a couple and then being subbed out.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm hyped. It's gonna be a new Red Sox team, and I'm hyped for it. I can't wait.
So excited.
I don't know. That's pretty much it for me, though. I'm just still in shock about Bregman. It's kind of coming to realization, but I
and
don't
you
know.
saw him. You saw the video of him.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Who's getting a Bregman jersey?
Oh,
I'm getting a Garrett Crochet one first.
I
I,
need the Devers gray jersey.
Come on, bro. You gotta get either Bregman, Crochet.
Well, Devers is always
like
well, Devers was always there for us.
You,
on
how many Devers jerseys do you have?
3.
That's my point.
I
Like,
got a yellow one, red, navy one, and a white one. Now I
to be
need the
fair,
gray one, bro.
I'm the same way with Tatum though. Like I'll get a Tatum jersey over like a new play, depending on who it is. Because like when Porzingis came to Boston, I was like, oh, I'm not getting the new Tatum jersey yet. I'm getting Porzingis first, then Tatum, the new Tatum one.
this is what I
I
need.
I, I need.
I need a Jaron Duran jersey. He,
Oof.
I need one. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next time.
Yep.
Go to Lids and see what they got.
I don't
I
know.
think he's gonna be number 2, Bo and Bregman, right?
Stupid light. I tell you guys what, I need to get a new light. I've been messing with this the whole podcast because it keeps dimming. Oh, there it goes again. Yeah, I think that's a sign. So I don't know. That's it for me. What about you guys? Any final thoughts?
Oh, that I think it's gonna be a solid year. I genuinely do.
I feel it's gonna be a great year. I feel like we're gonna be that team. We're gonna be that team that steps up in the clutch moments, and we're gonna come through. And we're not gonna give the game away because now we have a second baseman who plays pretty good defense,
Yeah.
and the bullpen is gonna be even better. And we are the pitching, the starting pitching is gonna be really amazing.
I agree.
Gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good year. Well, thank you guys again for watching. we'll figure out like now that spring we'll get like a consistency going when the regular season starts. Like I think we'll probably do a podcast a week, kind of what we're doing with the Celtics. Right? We haven't talked about it much. We'll talk about that. Spring training, maybe we'll do every other week. We still have to put that up in the air, see kind of how it goes. But Lewis and I got to talk. But yeah, I think that's it. What about you guys? We good?
Good.
We
Appreciate it.
good. We good.
Bregman to Boston. Thank you guys for watching. Go Red Sox. I know, got the Red Sox sweatshirt on today. Feeling good in the
Yeah.
neighborhood, you know? Feeling good in New England. It's a great day to be a Red Sox fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.